Time for divine shot, KJ events. This real talk's the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Knicks shit, dripping in Knicks shit. Up in the world, most famous arena with the click. That's the conglomerate. The Knicks real talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variant, so dominant. Paying homage to the cats in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that. You don't care for hyperbole, we straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the side. My entourage be on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in tempo as they cook my game plan. Let my brand for loop and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that the Knicks we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We drink the logo when there's airspace that appear like square space. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, look at that Knicks City drip. There's any dashes on the court, looking pretty legit. I stay true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like stars divine on Mount Mars. Knicks real talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks real talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks real talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks real talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks real talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Let's get it. Yeah. What's good, everybody? What's going on? What's popping? Knicks real talk. We're in the building. Divine shout. Knicks been on a sabbatical for a minute, but we about to get it popping Friday. They're gonna deal with Washington down in the nation's capital on Friday. But right now, we're gonna talk about the playoff push. Mitchell Robinson coming back. The buyout market is right amongst us. We got certain players went certain ways. Before we get into all that, we bring in my partner in crime, my brother from another mother shop. How it looks good.
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the chat. Let's get it.
Yeah, salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Cash out. What's popping, my man? Salute to all you guys, man. Getting in here, man. We about to talk a little Knicks stuff, man. It's been kind of boring lately, so we're gonna get in here and try to bring y'all some content, and bring out some just updates on what's going on in our world with the Knicks and everything like that. But I'm really looking forward to Friday, man. I can't wait, man. We've been missing some Knicks basketball, man. So let's go ahead, this thing popping, and see if we can go ahead and play some basketball on Friday. Like I said, Knicks will be in Washington. The last time we played them, guys, they beat us, Shot Howard, but the Robinson hopefully be back. We got some good news on that front. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm ready, man. I'm giddy. I'm yancy, man. I want to get in here and see some Knicks basketball and also get in here with my man Shot Howard, Knicks Real Talk, and give y'all some of this dialogue and this content that we be dropping. But Shot Howard, I'm gonna wait for this for all week, man. It's been a long week, brother.
Yeah, man. Two more sunrises, and we be right there with it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's time to get at it, man. We Knicks are in a good place right now, so let's see where we can bring this, bring what we can bring forth with these next 20 something games that we got left, 22 games that we got left. Big games coming up, and Knicks got to step up to the plate. Good news is there's words out there that Mitch should be back by Friday, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, real talk, man. We miss Mitch Robinson, man. So, yeah, there's a lot going on. We're going to get into all of it, man. I know it's a quiet, over the hump day Wednesday, man, but we just want to get in because we fiending for Nick talk just like everybody else. So, me and my brother decided to go ahead and get a stream popping tonight. But I'm really looking forward to moving ahead, man. And we got a big, last 22 games. Got a good chance to take that playoff spot and really lock in there. We'll break down all the teams we playing in the next 10 games and all that good stuff. And what's going on, but I'm excited about it, man. I'm ready, man. Like I said, Mitchell Robinson, I got some good news. He had physical contact today. He was open for contact tomorrow. Tom Thibodeau said he'll go through another thing and see where he at by Friday. But he definitely already, no doubt, going to play. Is whether do they need him? But I think we do because the last time we played the Washington Wizards, they beat us. Obviously, so we owe them a game, and they fight for something. They 29-30. They right there trying to get in there, man. But we looking pretty good. We solid right now. Josh Hart came in the building with us, man. Now to bring Mitchell Robinson back. Hopefully, RJ Barrett get into his groove at the end of the season, heading into the end of the season. So I really like what's going on. The next 5 games, we playing 14 over 500, 100, 500, which is the Washington Wizards Friday. But out of the 5 games we playing in the next 5 games, 4 of them teams are over 500. The playoff teams in which are watching Wizards at 29-30, they fighting for that spot. So, we got to go out there and handle our business Friday, man. Don't take them for granted. Bradley Beal and Kuzma and Porzingis and them guys, they come out to play. They're fighting for that play-in and playoff, actually. But I like where we at right now with the team overall. And We're looking pretty good right now. Shot power sitting there at the 6th spot, 33-27. We got a lot of games that's so key, man, coming up in the next 5 to 10 games. I mean, literally, not only from a Knicks perspective, who they play, but who the other teams are playing. It is crazy. So the Knicks really got a good shot at the big man. I got a good graphic for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'll break it down in a few minutes. Me and Shop Power get into some reports and everything about the Knicks playoff chances and everything. Shop Power, but coming out of the All-Star break, what I'm happy about, a lot of guys got a chance to rest. You know what I mean? Work out on their game. They got to rest, work out on their game, spend time with their family, which they don't get to do a lot because of the season. But man, this probably couldn't happen better for Knicks. The reason why I say that, because they end the day season Friday, from Friday to Friday, and obviously Julius Randle and them guys went out to the All-Star festivities and did what they did. But I think overall these cats is on ready to roll, man. I think the second half of the season is gonna be really interesting, gonna be really dynamic. This is where the big boys make their money. By having Mitchell Robinson coming back gonna be a big plus for us. So let's hope that we can continue doing what we're doing. But it's a big game coming out of the gate Friday because we got a back-to-back. Actually, we played the Wizards on Friday and we got the Pelicans on Saturday. So let's keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that we do have a back-to-back coming up after this game Friday, right back at it at the Garden. We go to Washington, get back at the Garden on Saturday. We got the Pelicans that night. And then obviously we get into the Pelicans and the Wizards itinerary on game day. But I just think it's going to be really important for the Knicks to come out here and win this game Friday with the Hawks firing their coach. So it's a lot of things going on, man. The buyout market is dead. Shot Powers, Westbrook look like he's going to be with the Clippers. Kevin Love look like he's going to Miami. I think Patrick Beverly is going to Chicago probably. So, whether we do something or not, obviously we're going to bring up Deshaun Cook. But let's see, Deshaun Jeffries, excuse me. Let's see if the Knicks got to still fill a roster spot. Let's see what they do. I'm good either way. We go into the situation where we have. I'm comfortable with that. We get another veteran to add on to that. I'm good with that too. So either way it go, I think it's a win-win for the Knicks.
Yeah, there's a lot of speculations out there. There's like maybe about 8 to 10 guys out on the buyout market. Out there for the taking. Nothing super duper really out there. I think they bring Jeffries up and run with a 14-man roster. Maybe if they do bring somebody in, the speculation is Melo. Everybody talking about Melo. The whole Twitter is talking about we need Melo back. Melo. We been 12 years since Melo's something been here and made us go into the finals and all this other hoopla. Oh, there I go. And so it's an interesting time right now, you know what I mean? And I believe that they probably stepped in today. They came back in today probably and try to freshen themselves up, and tomorrow probably do the same thing to get ready for Friday. So I'm just ready for them to get back out there, man. Like you said, hope RJ got a little peace of mind, a little rest for himself and stuff. Hopefully heals up on some of his ailments that he got. He hopefully, people are talking, and maybe could be something with the finger or with the leg or his ankle or his foot, whatever it is, man. I hope that by now that they worked it out. They got with the physical therapy team and did some massages and got the gun on his leg or whatever it had to do to get him ready for these upcoming games. I'm just ready, man. That's another reason why I said let's come on tonight, man, because just to say something about the Knicks, just to keep it, keep the momentum going, try to, build something to help them build themselves up, because I know they looking at the same way we talking. I know they already looking at the way we talk. I mean, already living what we're talking right now, and I know these guys are ready. So let's see what happens, Devon.
Yeah, we're talking salutes. Hey, Tyrone, what's good? Tyrone, Hector, Jarvis, Cash out, salute to the chat, man. Thank y'all for coming in tonight, man. We just wanted to get in here and bring a little bit of content to you guys, man. Johnny Davis was popping, my brother. Salute. But yeah, man, you know what? I'm really excited about what's going on moving forward. I'm happy with where we at. I like where we at. I like what's going on, and I like the vibe of the team. And now just to have Mitchell Robinson come back, RJ Barrett, I think he posted the world. Well, I see that maybe early in the week he had his sneakers in a basketball on the passenger side of his car. He must have been headed to the gym. He had some type of subliminal message there. But let's get it, RJ. We need RJ, man. We need RJ to help Jalen Brunson and them guys moving forward for the playoffs, to really go out there and get back in this grind. I think he will. I'm confident, man. I like RJ. I think he's gonna come out here and show and prove. He's a pro, man. He is a pro. 4 years in the league, been through a lot. As far as with the way the team was built, but I think overall, man, I think he really gonna get it popping, man. So let's hope RJ come out there, help Jalen Brunson, Randall, these guys, and quickly, all these guys just add another piece to the puzzle and get back to where he do. He averaged 19 a game this season. Obviously, want to see him close out these last 22 games. If RJ can close out these last 22 games on fire, boy, the Knicks gonna be a tough team. They're gonna be a tough team, man. So let's see how it goes, man. But overall, I'm excited about Friday, man. We got a big challenge coming up the next so many games. Let's see if the Knicks can prevail, maintain, and sustain what they're doing, and keep this grinding, man. They've been grinding all year long and got them in the 6th spot. So we got to give flowers to the Knicks for they've been grinding all year long, man. Ups and downs, peaks and valleys, injuries, all this good stuff. Subpar performance at some time in the game, and they still happen to be in the 6th spot in the Eastern Conference. So I'm happy about that, man. Let's see how they get it going Friday, man. I need some Knicks basketball. Real talk. That's why we can't. I'm like, listen, I done had enough of Netflix, Prime Video. Listen, I need some Knicks basketball up in here. So let's see if they can get it popping, man. And I think they will, man. Like I said, Washington Wizards, we owe them one. Can't take the team for granted. They Porzingis, Bradley Beal, Kyle Kuzma, and Monte Morris can play ball at the one spot. But I think the Knicks go down there with a different mindset, man. This is really crunch time. This is what it's all about. So let's hope we go out there and prevail tonight, Shop Howard. But I'm really happy with overall with the season so far. We had a lot of people in the industry and all out. Even on these podcasts with just so much shade to the Knicks. Knicks gonna do this. Knicks gonna do that. We had a lot of people who were Knicks fans not believing in what this team could do. And thank God we didn't wait, but we trusted the numbers. We know they don't lie, and we trusted the eye test, and we seen what we seen for 60 games, and we felt good about what we were looking at on the basketball court. And I really think it came truth to power because that's where they at. So let's hope they can continue this thing coming out of this All-Star break, Shop House, and find a way to just continue grinding. Man, they won 3 in a row coming up before they got to the break, and they looking pretty good right now. Let's see how they goes.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Divine, man. We just need to come out and stay consistent. I know these guys needed a little bit of break, take care of all those little nicky-knack injuries and stuff like that, and, get together. And I seen somebody in the chat said they probably got back together on Monday. These guys probably been already talking and together and popping junk with each other and talking about how we can, what we could do and how we could do it. And they probably already have been hitting the bench. I think today was the day that they was in the bench, but who knows? Monday they might all have got together and started, because that's what a team does. And I'm just hoping that RJ could get back on this game. We're going to need RJ going down the stretch. RJ is a intricate part of what we do. And, he's been on and off, man. He had a stellar month in December. And not so stellar month in January, So let's see if he can bounce back. And he really was hurt, with the finger injury and all that stuff too. So, but we need him to come back and get back over that 20-point mark. I think he's somewhere around 19.7 or something like that. He's not far from 20. A couple of good 24-point games with some good percentage wise. He'll probably be right back over that number, over 20, So let's see what we can do, man. We got a lot of guys that we're going to probably talk about tonight. But RJ, since we're going to talk about RJ, hopefully he has gotten in his bag. He's one of those guys that's resilient. He comes back. He knows, I believe he knows what he's lacking in. And I think he's going to try to come back and, put more effort in and try to dominate, man. He's a bully ball type of guy, man. And we're going to need him going down the stretch, especially with rebounding. We need him to get back down there. He's about 5 rebounds a game. So get down there and bang some boards and help us get out on the breaks and stuff like that. With the way I'm just trying to figure out how what Tom Thibodeau and front office is going to do when Mitchell come back and who's going to take the lack in minutes from that center position.
Yeah, real talk. In fairness to RJ, we also don't understand. We don't never want to say. I just want to make this emphasis real quick. We move on because it's not going to be about RJ. But think about, he didn't have a guy like Jalen Brunson on the team last year. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like literally taking a lot of them, like Burks and like I said earlier in the season, Burks and all these guys is not Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is literally an all-star who's going to be able to do the things he do. So RJ had to kind of find a way to adjust to him and Julius Randle getting the majority of the shots. I mean, them cats are the ones who's balling. So I think RJ just had to come into this last part of the season like, you know what? I know I'm part of that dog squad, but these two right now playing like alpha dogs. You know what I mean? Like they literally playing like alpha dogs. And in order for me to get that same type of respect that they getting, I need to step my alpha game up. If not, I'm just going to be a dog. But Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson are the alpha dogs right now. And I think RJ Barrett could become an alpha dog. But as far as right now, he just got to be comfortable saying, you know what, let me get in and match their intensity, match their game, and get to that, that stats with it. Because like I said, Julius Randle 24, Brunson 23, RJ 19. If RJ get back to 20, I'm happy. Like you said, with consistency and all that, but still getting 20 points a game while you got two other cats in the start line, any given night, give you 24, 23. I think that's been pretty good for us, man. I hope that RJ taking into consideration. But I'm confident in that young man. He's a gamer. He's a gamer, man. RJ is a big shot gamer, man. He's been in some crucial games for the New York Knicks. So I'm not worried about RJ Barrett. I never am. One thing I know, a pro is a pro, and he is a pro. And I think this whole week he had a chance to evaluate what he was doing right, what he was doing wrong, what's causing his game to be the way it is, coming off the injury. But now the injury can't be as quickly. He didn't play enough games after the injury. So let's get it. RJ Barrett gonna be good, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not worried about RJ Barrett. I never was. I think he's gonna be all right. Mitchell Robinson, ladies and gentlemen, had physical contact today, full, no limitations in practice, full throttle. Tomorrow he's gonna go through the whole thing, man. So I expect to see Mitchell Robinson Friday. We need him because I think we don't have him to watch with them. I could do what they did the last time they played us. We got somebody who can battle Gafford and Porzingis. So let's see how it goes, man. But I'm geeked about Mitchell Robinson. This team over 500 without him. Boy, when this boy get back, it's going to be something. The defense gets better, the rebounding gets better, the shot blocking gets better, the everything gets better. You know what I mean? And from a whole cohesion standpoint. So yeah, I'm good. I'm excited about him coming back. Let's go get it. Big Mitch, we need you, boy. Me and Shot Power, the homers we are. We've been missing you. So we've been missing you, my brother. So I'm glad to see Mitch is out there. He got a nice braid segment going on in his hair. Seen him on Twitter. He liking it. Got the braids in the spot, man. Mitch Robinson, I like what I'm looking right now. But it's fun, man. I'm really excited about it. Let's go get it popping, man. And I think these cats come out here and really get it popping this last quarter of the season. I think the Knicks are really going to go ahead and show the world that we are definitely going to be up in this piece. So let's see how it goes, man. But it all starts Friday. Shop House all starts Friday. These cats go against Washington cats and then down in the nation's capital. Let's go down there and let Congress let them know they're in a lame duck session. Let's go down and bust these boys' butt and get picked up to the Garden the next day against. I don't think Zion might be there. I got to go through the injury report with the Pelicans for Saturday's game. Hopefully, Brandon Ingram wasn't playing, so I don't care who there, who not there. Knicks need to win the game. But we finally got over 500 at home, 16-15. That's a good thing. So I like going down to the nation's capital. We good on the road, so I get over 500 on the road, and then we come back to the arena, the world most famous arena, one game over 500. So it's kind of like you can't ask for a better situation to me. The chance to come out the gate with 2 games to win these 2 games, man. Because after that, we got some pretty tough games. Got the Nets that Monday. We got the Heat that day after that. Then we got the Boston Celtics. So let's go get it, New York. I think it's gonna be fun to watch. Let's see if we can pull it off. But it's crunch time, Shop Out. That's why we put the scream on tonight. Knicks playoff bound question, the final push. Ladies and gentlemen. There you go.
This is definitely what it is, Divine. And I see. I looked at a couple of some of the teams that we have coming up, and it's not no team that I don't think the Knicks should be really worried about. It's teams that they have beaten, and it's teams that are in the hunt too. And the Knicks know that they in the hunt. These next 22 games are real crucial to where the Knicks place in the standings. And I think there's a way that the Knicks can get to that 5th, 4th seed. But I just want them to stay over the line. If they stay in the 6th seed, I just the way the match it all to me. it just makes a difference on who we match up with. That's all I really want to see how it really falls down to. We stay 6 and what is it, 6 play 5 or something like that.
Six,
So
4.
6 and 4. So let's see where we at and see who's at the 4th spot, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And and we go from there because I know one thing about these Knicks, man. They have been a gritty team all year long. With injuries, this one out, RJ out, Brunson out. Quickly, Quentin Grimes out the beginning of the season. You know what I mean? Making the transition from Reddish being in the lineup, making the transition from Evan Fournier in the lineup and stuff like that to where we are now, 6 games over 500. I'm stoked right now. You know what I mean? With all of the close games that we lost by 1 point, the games that we went into overtime that we lost, and we still right here, in the 6th spot. If for a Knicks fan, you got to feel good about that. You got to feel good about that.
Yeah, you real talk, Andrew, A&D, AK. That right there to me determines these first 6 games out of the gate gonna determine where the Knicks gonna end up. To me, Shop Howard. If the Knicks come out of the break with these 6 games that Andrew got up there, and they over 500, guaranteed we up in there. We beat the Wizards, the Pelicans. Tough game against the Celtics. We got the Nets at home. We in the road in Miami. So if we go 4-2 in the next 6 games, I think we're good to go. And I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna break that down. I appreciate that, Andy, Andrew, because I think that's gonna determine by beating them quality teams or losing to them quality teams where this team really what they up against. But I'm confident in this team. I haven't wavered. I'm not wavering. That's going to be 4-2 right there, or 5-1. It'll be 4-2 or 5-1. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks getting Mitchell Robinson back. We getting Mitchell Robinson back. That means that don't make the team weaker. What does it do, Shop? It make them stronger. Mitchell Robinson don't make the Knicks team worse. He makes them better. So that's just an added dimension. You know what I mean? I really think that when this thing, when it's all said and done, 4, 5, or 6. I got 4 or 5. I'm not even going to put the 6 in here. I got a Knicks 4 or 5, and then I get into that. We get into all that, all those variables in a few minutes. We'll break all that down. But I'm really confident in this team, man. I'm with you, Johnny Davis. Yeah, I think so, man. I think we are ready there, man. It's gonna be interesting when I put the set. Let me show you this one. I'm gonna break down. We get into that, and I'll break it down. Me and Shop Powell to break it down, and then y'all check it out. My man Will, what's popping? Salute to my man Will, Colorado. Will, another one out there in Colorado, man. Let's prayers up to the people in Colorado, man. It's always tough out there. Salute to Johnny David, Keith, Kevin, what's popping? Kevin Taylor, what's good? Tyrone, my man, Andrew, Johnny, Jarvis, everybody, salute to everybody. E. Gibson, what's popping? What's good, man? The chat is up in here, man. Good to see y'all cats here this mellow Wednesday. I'm glad y'all up here with Knicks Real Talk. We just had to get in here and get it popping, man. We got 2 days. We can't get enough. We Nick fiending right now. Knicks Real Talk and Nick fiending. So we had to get in here and at least give you the Knicks Real Talk part. Then we got a Nick part on Friday. You know what I mean? But I'm glad to be in the building with my brother, man. We had to do it. Me and Shop Powell, we connected some dots, so let's get it popping. So we in here. But yeah, man, it's fun, man. I'm really excited about this thing moving forward. But real quick, ladies and gentlemen, let me throw up this chart for you guys, and y'all sit down and take your time and marinate on what I'm talking about. And y'all look at it, man. I think it's gonna be real interesting. There's some good content and some good stats for us to check out right quick, man. Pertaining to our beloved Knicks. Shop Powell, I'm looking at this thing right now. It says the New York Knicks, believe it or not, got it for the number 1 seed, 1%. Look when they get to the 6th seed, the 3rd seed. And the Knicks got a 1% for the 3rd, 3% for the 4th, 15% to make the 5th seed, 30% to make the 6th seed. Under us is Miami at 29, 13%. So it looks like to me, a lot of these people are projecting that the Knicks will have a good high percentage chance of getting into that 6th seed, that spot or better. If you look over down, like I said, the Hawks. But right now, which is more important, is that 5th spot, other than the top 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that 6th spot rather, we got a good chance at 15% to get in there. And I do think the Nets fall out. Cavaliers, I'm gonna get up in that too in a minute. So I think that was a good stat to bring up to let everybody know where we at as a team. This is the 1 spot, 2 spot, 3 spot to where we could possibly land up. But they got the Knicks, and when they get to the 4th spot, Miami got 1 percentage point better than us. But when they get to that 5th spot, there's nobody other than the team that's already above us got a better chance than us to get to that 5th spot. Then the 6th spot, we got a 30% chance, and they got a 29% chance. So I like the percentages right there. That's why I've been saying all the while. We've been saying all the while. I apologize for that. Now, I do think the Knicks is going to be a 6 to 5, 4 seed. I just think I don't think it's going the way the things are going. I don't think other teams below us. I mean, look how the ratio dropped after the Heat. Look at 2%, from 13 to 15%, to 2%, 2%, from 30 to 29%, 6%, 7%. From 19% to 3 to 4, 1-1. So I think if the Knicks go 500, like you said, 12 and 10, whatever, we pretty much in there. So I really do like the stat that the 30, that was a 35. Let me give Nate flowers. It's called the playoffstatus.com. That's what we're bringing us out there. And then when you get down here, the first round playoff matchups possibilities, the Sixers, then the Celtics, then the Bucks. Then the Cavaliers and the Bucks. I don't think we can get the Bucks. I do think the Cavaliers and the Nets, the Heat could be in play, but I do think the Knicks probably wind up being either the Cavaliers 6-4 or 4-5-4, whatever, and that's going to be it to me, unless for some reason, miraculous reason, everybody else drop out. But I don't think we play the Sixers at the 3, unless we get up there. I don't think we play the Celtics. I think we got a chance to play the Cavaliers. I don't think we play the Bucks, the Nets, possibly the Heat, possibly. I think the Hawks with the fire and McMillan, it's going to cause a little turmoil on that team. So I think that's going to be different. They might come out and play better because he's gone, or they might get worse that he's not there. We already kind of know the schedule right now. We down here. The Wizards 30-29, Celtics 42-17, Nets 34-24, the Heat 32-27, the Celtics 42-17. So within our next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, 4 of them teams are over 500, 2 are not. One of them are, excuse me, it's the Celtics. I didn't get to the Hornets yet. So one of them teams, which is the one we played Friday, which is the Wizards, that's the only team that we playing that's under 500 until we get to the Hornets on that 20. So, it's going to be interesting to see how this thing pan out for the Knicks. But I like where we at, and I like the percentages that they show right there on the graphics. I think the Knicks got a chance to go in there, eke out that spot, man, and get where they got to go, Chop House. I think after that, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's basically it, man. The Knicks. I already know that the Knicks already and they're already chattering about it, talking about how they're going to do, and everybody's got to be on full cylinders. I think everybody that plays, you're going to start seeing multi-double-digit scoring from our team. We run a 9-man rotation. You may see in games 7 players with double digits. 8 players with double digits. And the other players falling real close to garbage time and stuff like that. I think we're going to start really they look like they're putting it together. They look like they're starting to finish games, and they're putting things together. And with Mitch coming back, you gotta the one good thing about Mitch is he didn't have a leg injury or something to his leg, foot, or something like that. So he was still able to be mobile, doing sprints and doing stuff on his feet and running up and down the court so he can still stay athletic. Still have his wind still with him and stuff like that. Running track and playing in the course of the game with another 200-pound person banging on your body and stuff like that. It's totally different than running up and down in sprints and stuff like that. But you can still maintain your win a little bit better, and he slowly will transition into being dominant again. I'm just waiting to see what happens when Mitch comes back. So far, a good luck chip or a lucky rabbit's foot has been Jay Hart. Since he came in here, we haven't lost. So let's hope that we can win the next 22 games and get into the 3rd spot.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. I'm all for it, man. I'm on the you know what? Because if you get to that 4th spot, the beautiful thing about that, you got home court advantage. And you get to that 1 to 4, you got home court advantage there, man. I think that's big. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna let our Knicks fans in the chat and everybody know why there is a possibility to get the 4th seed. We're gonna break all that down in a few minutes. But first and foremost, Fabian, once a Nick, always a Nick, Tyrone, Craig, yes sir, Hector, man, E. Gibson, Will, everybody, tune to the chat. That's where it's at. Thank y'all for coming in. Y'all make sure y'all push that button, man. We got a fire going up in here. But we got 2 days, ladies and gentlemen, 2 days before the Knicks get back on the court. Play some basketball at down in Washington at the nation's capital and try to go to play that pretty good team down there, man. Don't take that team for granted. 29-30. They got some talent down there. You know, Bradley Beal got his deal, got his extension for. I think he's playing by some of his best basketball he played the whole year. The whole time he's been in the league right now, he's playing pretty good. Now, obviously, they beat us the last time they played us, so we do want to go back and get that revenge game, make up for that loss we took against them. But overall, I think this team's going to come out to play. I think RJ should go into the second half of the season, the last quarter of the season, let's say, looking really to do some things, man. But I'm really happy about the Mitchell Robinson situation. Met Nick fan, let's go. What's popping, my brother? Good to see you in here. Appreciate you getting in the building with us and the rest of the chat powers. But it looks like to me, man, it's all systems go from here on out. We're gonna get into the buyout market in a minute. We'll break down what's going on in the buyout market, who's in there, who's not available anymore, and what's available. But I think we pretty much locked in what the Knicks gonna do, other than figuring out that spot tomorrow for that 14-man roster, at least. What I think Daquan Jeffries would be that guy, like you said. I think after that, it's about getting ready going. This good thing about right now, nobody on the Knicks know they can get traded. Nobody know they can get traded. They know they not getting bought out. Not even Derrick Rose yet, not getting bought out. So I think this team is pretty much tackle what they have. They just got to say either we're going to bring in another guy for the 15th spot, or we're just going to stay and let it go. And we feel like we got enough firepower with Mitch coming back, and hopefully RJ get it popping to make some noise in the playoffs. I know the Knicks get into the playoffs. And somebody brought up a point earlier, which is interesting. Let's hope Julius Randle. This is a different coming out of the All-Star situation for Julius Randle. We know they come out of the All-Star break with a slow start, but the difference about this one to me, he got a whole week to get it together. You know what I mean? To let all the festivities and all the excitement that he did over the weekend calm down. Right now, he's been back home probably since Monday or Tuesday, so he had a chance to get back there with the Knicks squad and get with Tom Thibodeau. And Tom Thibodeau been like a lab rat right now. Think about what Tom Thibodeau Tom Thibodeau probably been in a film room and this and that ever since the Knicks finished the last game of the before the All-Star break. So Tom Thibodeau had a whole week to look at this, reevaluate this, to deal with this, to make adjustments here. I like that about that because I think he's coming out. Be
right back, Devon. Be right back.
Okay, look like he's coming out of the All-Star break. Probably ready to go, ready focused, locked in like the team is. And let's hope that Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle can keep performing at the level they did before we went into that break. But I'm super excited about the squad, man. Let's go get it. 33-27, man. About to fight for the playoff spot, man. This is going to be impressive. The Knicks get up in there. If they get up in there, they are getting up in there. I think what you've seen, like I said, also this is not a fluke. The Knicks team is not a fluke. Now let's hope they can continue their grind and keep this building on the success they had from the beginning of the season. Keep moving it forward. Keep getting better. Every game you get better. You learn. You get better off your losses. You get better off your wins. But just keep grinding. Keep building. And get ready to go into this last stretch. Hopefully we can get a good over 500 performance. Pretty much lock us into where we at. But I'm confident about this team, though. Like I said, I'm never wavering, man. I've been confident about this team all year long. I like what we got down there, man. We got a bunch of gritty cats down there, man. This is truly the New York City Gritty Committee coming back to what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? And that's why I wanted to give them that name back in 2020-21. They was gritty, and the New York City Gritty Committee, that's who they are, and I'm happy about that. So let's see. It all starts Friday. Once again, for the last stretch of the regular season, let's see if we can go ahead and perform and make it happen. RJ Barrett, get it popping. Quentin Grimes, I'm hoping that you can piggyback off the Rising Star game that you had weekend and carry that Rising Star feeling into the last part of the season. And they can do that. I think we'd be in good shape. Quentin Grimes quickly been consistent all year, solid. We just need you guys to continue to do what they're doing. I think they need to get much better. Hartenstein been playing very well since the Achilles injury that he had. That people don't really take that into consideration. His Achilles got much better at going toward the latter part of the year. He did that. Now you look at he playing like a monster. So to have that energy at the backup center, and even if you sit Jericho Center down, replace it with Mitch, Harkenstein's still going to be able to do what he's doing because nothing changed with him. So I think it's going to be fun, man. Let's get it popping. We in the building, man. Knicks will talk Divine Shaw. It's the Knicks playoff push. We in the building, man. Let's get it, man. I'm salute to the chat and everybody, wherever you're streaming them from. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe, man. We getting there, man. We on our way. We on our rise. We gonna get to where we gotta go and further. But make sure y'all tell a friend. Hit the notification. Hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. We got some good brothers up here dropping some good content. We got a great chat that's always keeping us informed with all the great knowledge in there. So you can't go wrong with Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it, man. There's always being a building with us, man. So for the love of you guys, that's why we came on tonight. We knew you guys were fiending just like we were. We were fiending. I'm like, either we got to get some Knicks Real Talk or we got to get some Knicks basketball. We knew it wasn't the Friday, so that's why we up in here tonight. But overall, man, I'm super excited about that, man. I'm super excited about the season. I have no quarrels about the season. I have no regrets about the season. I did not even I didn't even waver 1 minute. I knew who this team was. I knew who this team was, who they are, and I really believe that. You know what? Get this time to gel. Let people get used to Jalen Brunson. This is the first time Knicks squad, which a lot of them players that's there was there last year, never played with Jalen Brunson. They got to get time to get this chemistry, this cohesion, to get acclimated with each other, to be able to play off each other, to know where they like the ball at, and all that good stuff. So I think, you know, after the first half of the season went by, I think the Knicks finally understood who Jalen Brunson was as a player. They probably knew who he was as a player, but they never played with him as a player. So I think after getting through that second half of the season, now they finally play with Jalen Brunson. They see what this cat is made of. I think these last 22 games gonna be special because I think they know what they got. They know who he is. They see that, you know what, we got an all-star caliber dude here. I never played with him, but now that I watch him play on the court and how he affects the game, I think it plays dividend. And I think you can't really take that for granted. Like, this cat literally changed the whole franchise of the way the Knicks can move forward by his ball play and his winning attitude and his demeanor and all that good stuff. So salute to Jalen Brunson for coming to New York, the point guard, making it happen. Oh, real quick, man, I got a track called the point from my man Jay Boogie. I'm gonna throw that up there at the end of the show for you guys, man. He got a track out there. You know, I would like to show the brother some love, let him get his product out there, man, because the brother's a good brother. So I'm gonna drop Jay Boogie's video out there later on in the segment. But overall, Shop Howard, I'm pretty excited going into these last 22 games. I'm on U22 12 or 10. I would like to go further, higher, like 15 and whatever. But the 12 do for me, get me to 25 win. But I ain't trying to be about me and be selfish. Shit, I wanted to hit 50. But whatever. Let's go get it, man. You know what I mean? Let's go and try to close this thing out. Tough competition, tough schedule, but we done played a lot of teams. We beat a lot of them. So I'm comfortable with the way this team is playing moving forward. That I'm not going to worry about us getting into like some type of losing streak. I ain't worried about that. That is done.
Yeah, that's true. I'm at the beginning, when we were talking about it, I thought that at least the bare minimum with just Jalen Brunson coming onto the team, that we would be around. We would at least have 5 more games better than we had last year, and that would make us 42 a win team. Right now, with the way the team is playing, the acquisition of Jay Hard. And Mitchell Robinson coming back in the final quarter of the season, I believe we're going to get closer to that higher mark where I was saying around 47 wins. So I just hope we fall within that parameters. I think with these 22 wins, if we look at the games that we're going to play in the next 22 games, I believe we could get about 15 of these wins. You know what I mean? I think we could get 15 and go 15-7. So, and salute Fabe. I believe the same thing, Fabe. I believe we can go 15-7. So let's see if that can come into fruition, because that would make the team even more juicy right now. That'll make it juicy right now. You know what I mean? It'll change the whole outlook of how people talk about the Knicks and what they could do. And let this be known: if we get into the first round and we play somebody like the Clevelands or the Clevelands or let me see, would be 5. It all depends on how it drops down. But we play Cleveland, the Miami, any one of those teams like that, man. We may be projected to make it into the second round.
Yeah,
you know, and that's where it really gets fun for Knicks fans. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tamper down what I'm talking about right now, and hope that the team stays healthy and stuff like that, and Mitchell Robinson comes back and start grabbing all these offensive rebounds that we've been missing, and Jay Hart gets out there and plays out of his mind, gives us 15 points off the bench. IQ gives us 15 points off the bench. Obi Toppin gives us 8 points off the bench. Aha gives us 5 points off the bench. Numbers like that are going to make it hard for us, hard for teams to really really see where we're coming from. So if we're getting the prolific scoring that we were getting from Brunson, 25 to 30 points. You're looking at Julius Randle around 25 to 30 points a night. We could get RJ around that 20 to 24 points a night. Quentin Grimes, if we could get him around those teen numbers, those 13 to 15 points a night. Same with Mitchell Robinson, that 12 to 13 points a night. We're going to be a hard team to get out, you know what I mean? Because the defense is starting to come around a little bit. And we got players that can play the perimeter now. So it's gonna be a big push right here, and I'm just sitting here, I'm just sitting here eating it up, you know what I mean? Just eat it up for real.
Hey, real talk. Listen, what's crazy to me? Knicks tied, or they up, 15 seconds. You need a defense stop. You got Mitchell Robinson, Quentin Grimes, Manuel Quickly,
Jay Hart.
Hard, where's Vaughn just to get a stop with even if you had to throw Deuce McBride in there or Randall or RJ, one of those guys. That's impressive. See, that's the side of the ball that I'm really. If the Knicks defense, if the last 22 games, if the Knicks don't do nothing else but play defense for 22 games, we in the fourth spot. If we play defense the last 22 games, nothing that I don't care about the offense. If the New York Knicks defense with Mitchell Robinson and these cats that we got there in the last 22 games. And a timetable defense mindset, I think the Knicks would be a 4 seed. I do. I think they'd be a 4 seed. And I'm telling you right now, I think RJ Barrett about to let it pop. I think he's about to let it pop. I think watch out for, as we said on this video right now, I think the player to watch for the New York Knicks, the last 22 games, is RJ Barrett. Real talk. I think RJ Barrett about to come to get in this groove. And like I said, it's Peaks and Valley for the most part. December, like you said, was phenomenal. So January was a valley. Let's hope February and March be a peak. If he hit that peak in February and March, the Knicks is up in that piece. You know what I mean? I think that shop house. So we know, and I'm really happy about it. Fabian, you know what? That I'm with you with. I'm with you on that, right? Even though if you would have posted that, I'm really wouldn't have had a problem with that. I don't think that they fear nobody.
Nope.
I don't think they fear nobody in the NBA. So let's see how these cats do. I like that 15-7. If the Knicks go 15-7, that's 48 wins. I'm good with that, man. Real talk. But these next 6 games are going to be real important coming out the gate. But I think they're ready. And here goes some guys, ladies and gentlemen, that was in the buyout market. Let me throw them up right quick, and then we get back to what we do. Obviously, I think Russell Westbrook, Clippers. You see his numbers. I think the Clippers got a good deal there. They can use that guy there. Real talk, man. Him, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George, them guys. John Wall, 11.4 a game, 2 rebounds, 22 minutes. He's out there. Reggie Jackson might still be out there. That's not a bad acquisition right there. Believe it or not, if we're not going to get the Deuce McBride thing of Derrick Rose, it's not a bad look neither. Will Barton is interesting, but I think we need more of a defense player, not an offense player. I'm looking for.
Yeah, I looked at him too.
Yeah, I'm looking for some defense to come in the building. Terrence Ross like he's going out there to Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. When I heard out there, so Phoenix trying to load up. Patrick Beverly is going to the Chicago Bulls. Lonzo Ball is shut down for the year. So they're not going to get Lonzo Ball, so that's probably why they're bringing Patrick Beverly in. His defense is phenomenal for sure. Danny Green, wow, Long Island native, won championship, good mentor on the bench. Even if you don't think we're going to play him, his presence on the bench would be phenomenal for me. But then the guy that's only out there that I know that that's in a buyout market that would pay some dividends for the Knicks. But I'm happy with where we at as a team. So I'm really like, whatever. You do what you do. I think the Knicks going to be all right in that spot, man. Why is my thing not going off there? Apologize for that, ladies and gentlemen. But I do think that the Knicks is all right. I'm comfortable with their shot power. Them names are good names. Kevin Love going down to Miami. So y'all pretty much can put that in the books. I think he helps them. I don't know how much better he makes them because he's not the defense present, but it definitely is his rebound and the 3-point shooting, his championship experience. It's definitely a good pickup by Pat Riley and them guys, man. They did a good job of getting Kevin Love. I wanted Kevin Love on the Knicks. I just thought that what he could do and his experience in the playoffs and know how to do what he do, he wouldn't waver or fold in the playoffs. So, but there's still guys out there that we can get in there, shot powers, and then there's a few names that's out there. Wasn't a really big buyout market so far, but any of them guys on there, and they don't move the needle. Serge Ibaka probably move the needle for me. Him and Kevin Love move the needle for me, just in case one of our guys up front got an issue. We pretty good with the wing position. We can multitask down in New York, whether it's quickly at the point, quickly at the 2, or he can go here, or he can go there, or RJ can go there. We got a lot with Josh Hart acquisition. That wing position from the 1 to the 3, I think we okay. No matter if the Knicks even if the Knicks take on an injury, we got enough depth at that position. But at that power forward and 5 position, the 5 is pretty good, but that power forward is small because you get a guy like that, just in case Obi Toppin get an injury. Hypothetically, it happens. You got to call it for what it is. I think you can have a guy that if Obi go down, you could bring in a guy like that. That's why I wanted Kevin Love. But we could bring in a veteran who's not looking to get minutes. He's not going to chirp about minutes. But if the minutes happen to come available, he'd be ready to go. And that's what I liked about certain guys like that. But we'll see. Right now, I'm good with the team that we got. I ain't got no question about it. We can go into what we got right now. Just roll up in the playoffs and make it happen. And leave everything on the floor, and we take it from there. But I'm super excited about it, man. So we got a couple of days before we get into it in the chat. That's where it's at. Salute to you guys, man. Salute to my man Jerry Fitz. Jerry, what's popping? Thank you for coming in. Next Real Talk. Salute to you, my man E. Gibson, Jarvis, Johnny. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Jerry, man, come and join the family. We in the building. Next Real Talk, Divine Shot. Y'all know we do the game day situation, man. And I can't wait till Friday, man. I'm giddy. I can't wait. It's been too long. You know what I mean? Since the Knicks been on. So let's get it, man. Chop out, but I think we good, though, man. I think we're going to be okay. I think we just got to keep grinding, keep playing hard, do the things we do, cross our T's, dot our I's, cover all the basics that we do when it comes to splits and everything. I think we'd be okay, for sure.
Yeah, when you get a chance, Devon, put E. Gibson's chat on the screen, man, because that is a very good analogy of way I hope. I kind of had it a little different. I had us 8-4 at on away, and 6-4 at home. You know what I mean? I think that's the way I had it, something like that. But that is a very, very good 12 away games, 10 home games. We go 7-3 at home and 6-6 on the road. It's about 46 wins right there. That's right in between both our numbers right there, Divine. You're 45, I'm about 47. You know what I mean? So and that would be something good, man. This is a lot of time to do a lot of speculation right now because it is time to wish the team into existence right there. You know what I mean? And hope that the team can really portray what we see and want them to do. You know what I mean? Sue, Andy, what's going on? You know what I mean? Met Knicks fans, salute. Yeah, man, we just need to get out there and play some of these basketball teams. And we play, I think we play Miami 3 more times. We play Boston, I think, 2 more times. We play a lot of teams that we are, fighting for, you know what I mean? And, I don't think we see Cleveland no more. I think we played 4 games with Cleveland already. So, I think I can't remember. But we got some teams that we need to beat up on, and they seen us, the regular roster that we had before. Now we got Jay Hart, you know what I mean? So Jay Hart is going to play a big factor in this little push because a lot of teams that we had played, we didn't play them with him. So I think that's a different look, a different acquisition, a different way of people going to have to, come off of what they thought they were going to be able to do against us. And we've been playing close-out basketball pretty good, pushing that pace, grabbing those rebounds, and hitting our free throws. We've done all of that stuff pretty much all year. You know what I mean? And we're not. I think I forgot what number we are in rebounding, but I know we're about 75% at free throw shooting from last year, which was 60 something, 70 something, very low numbers. You know what I mean? So we just gotta continue to do those things, man. Those little things for this team is what makes all these so-called B players. You put all B plus players together, then you can put out an A effort.
Yep, real talk. And Jerry says 17-5. Well, I'm with you, Jerry. I'm roll with you, cats, man. I'm glad to see you cats up in here. Your eye test don't lie. We know you wise guys, ladies and gentlemen. So these numbers that y'all putting up, I don't think they not out of far reach. I think the Knicks can do 17-5 if they get popping. I think Mitchell Robinson changes the game for the Knicks, man. I think he changes the game. I think when we don't got it popping from a shooting percentage, that man there to clean up them boards. Jericho Sims cannot rebound like Mitchell Robinson. Jericho Sims cannot block shots like Mitchell Robinson. Jericho Sims don't got the experience like Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson coming back makes the team much better. And he was playing some good ball before he went down. That's no shade to Jericho Sims. He's just a young man trying to find his way. But I like what Jarvis put out there. Jarvis, I thought at the beginning of the year, he could have played backup power forward for the Knicks. I had him like that type of, without the attitude, but the body and the skill, like you could rebound that ball like Charles Oakley used to do for us. I think Jericho Sims got more in his bag, and hopefully he get to unleash it. Here's the good thing about that. No matter what happens after this year, next year, Harkenstein's books come off, his money comes off the books, and Jericho Sims still had 2 years at $1 million a year. And that's a salute to the Knicks organization. Locked the man up for about $1.2 million for 4 years. He in the first year of that deal. So when Harkenstein's book come off the books, he'll be ready to give you Harkenstein numbers at $1 million, 0.1 or 2 million. He got a Mitchell Robinson contract when Mitchell Robinson first got to the Knicks. Low second round pick, million point something a year. Now look at Mitchell Robinson. That could be the same thing Jericho Sims go through. Go through the next couple of years on that rookie deal, just get better, learn the game, and by the time that fourth year come up, the Knicks will say, okay, we might be able to give you some money. They did it to Mitch, and it paid dividends. So I think Jericho Sims can play that power forward spot, Jarvis, to piggyback off what you were saying. So I'm really happy with these guys, man, and what's going on here, man. I like what we got going on in New York. We just got to keep grinding, and then we got to pop it Friday, man. We got to beat the Wizards, man. We owe them one. We owe them one. They're going to be pretty much fully loaded. But we are hopefully, if Mitch played Friday, we fully loaded. Nothing on the injury report. I don't think when I put it out there Friday, unless something change in the next day or two. But I really think that it's going to be fun, man. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Strap in. Let's get it popping. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a fun ride for New York, man. We need this. We missed it last year a little bit because of the injuries. After having that almighty 4-seed year, we tapered off a little bit last year, but we back at it right now. Let's get it popping and see what the Knicks do. And we get out the first round, move on to the second round and lose. Then next year, third round or fourth, whatever. So, steps. What they say, level up. See what Sierra say, level up.
Divine, the way you're talking, I'm gonna say this, man. Depending on who we match up in the first round and who we have in the second round, is going to make a big difference to see if we're going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. I say this and I say this again. I'm not scared of Philly. I'm not scared of Boston. I'm not scared of Cleveland. I'm not scared of who else is there? Who am I missing? Brooklyn. Brooklyn's going to fall down anyway.
Right.
But those I believe that they're going to drop a little bit. They may drop a couple of games coming out of this All-Star. I think they start back Thursday night. You know what I mean? Yep. Is it against Cleveland? They play a big team. Cleveland, Philly, one of those or something like. They play if I'm not mistaken, they play one of those big team, Cleveland, Philly, or something like that. So, I'm not scared of them. The one team that I'm not scared of, I'm a little leery of because we haven't played well against them all year, is Giannis team. You know what I mean? That's the only team that I'm a little wary of because we played them well. The last time we played them, we locked Giannis down. We locked him down. Yeah, but they 3-point shooters, and they point guard got hot at the end of the game. You know what I mean? So I mean, I'm not scared of none of the top 6 teams. You know what I mean? None of those teams. For me as a Knicks fan, I'm not worried about them. I'm not worried. We play Philly good. We play Boston pretty good. We play Cleveland pretty good. You know what I mean? All these teams that I mentioned, we beat them. Only team that we haven't beat in the Eastern Conference is Giannis' team. That's the only team we haven't beat, and we played them 3 games already. I think 3. I think we got them one more time this year too.
Yep. Real talk. And just to piggyback off a shot, let's just kind of go over real quick when we go over everything. Salute to my lawad, peace to the God. Now, my brother, what's good? Hey, let's look at this here right quick. I think this is important. Let's check it out. Let's look at where we at, man. Obviously, right now, what I like about the Knicks situation, ladies and gentlemen, we 6, 33 and 27. Look at the conference record. I'm loving that. The conference record. We 23 and 16 in the Eastern Conference. We right there with everybody that's in front of us. Everybody below us is under 500 in the Eastern Bull 2020 and in the Pacers. But look at the home record. Obviously, we finally getting back to par there. Everybody, they've been playing good. We were like literally one of the lower teams in the Eastern Conference when it comes to home. But look at that away record. 17 and 12. There's no team other than the Bucks got a better, obviously than something got 18 wins. But we the top 3 team on a road in the Eastern Conference. What that tells me that the New York Knicks can go anywhere in the playoffs on anybody's home court and beat them.
Take it. Mm-hmm.
I want the 4th seed to give us home court advantage, but no mistake, there's not a team in the top that's above it that we didn't beat neither. Other than the Bucks, we beat the Celtics, we beat the 76ers, we beat the Cavaliers, we beat the Nets.
Yeah,
we already beat them. So it ain't gonna be no deer in headlights when we face these guys. We kind of know what they do. We know how they get down. So I'm really confident about that, man. We got a 3-game winning streak. Obviously, the Bucks got a 12 and 76 got a 4. The Bucks will be that team, like Shop Powell said, that I would be the most concerned about. Not so much concerned. They got a better chance of beating us because of
second round. See them in the second round,
right? But Cavaliers, I'm really thinking the Cavaliers, Shot Powers, might fall down to 5th or 4th or 6th. And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna put up there in a minute. I like what we got going on right here, so we're pretty good there. Now let's look at the games, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. That's coming up tomorrow. Pacers and Celtics. Obviously, that's a Celtics win. Here's the game I'm looking at right here. Even though they're at home, they playing a joke in them. These cats trying to go to the Western Conference Finals. So that's a tough game for the Cats, even though they got a good home record. Obviously, the Raptors and the Pelicans, they look at, since they got my man from San Antonio, the center pole, that might be different for them. The Sixers got the Grizzlies. I think Sixers win that. Maybe, they never know. Grizzlies got a good team. But check it out, guys. Here go the games I'm talking about. The night we play. Check it out now. Knicks and Wizards. Look at this. The Hawks and the Cavaliers. So the Cavaliers could lose to the Nuggets, and a back-to-back can lose to the Hawks. That's very possible. Or they could split that, which would get them to 25 losses. Look at this right here, Shot Powers. The Bucks and the Heat in Milwaukee. If the Knicks win that game, Bucks beat the Heat in Milwaukee, 2-game lead or 1.5 over the Heat. Check this out. The Bulls got the Nets that same night. That's an L, pretty much. You ask me if the Nets could take an L that night in Chicago. Now they dropped to 25 or 26 losses. And then here go the crazy one. Here's what. Now look at the next day. You got the Heat. Even though the Hornets is a bad team per se, they still could beat the Heat down here where I'm at in Carolina. They could beat the Heat because they beat a lot of teams down here. We got the Pelicans. That's Saturday. Check it. It could crazy. The Sixers got the Celtics, but look at that Sunday. This is where I think the Knicks make their move right here. The Hawks and the Nets. Bulls and Wizards.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The Cavaliers and the Raptors, that can go either way. And I think that would be what, Sunday? And Monday is the big one, then I'll let it go. Monday, the 76ers play the Heat in Philly. That could be a Heat L right there. The Knicks got the Celtics at the Garden. So I'm saying all this that the Knicks got the schedule in their favor. You know, the Hawks got the Wizards. I think moving forward, the Knicks got the Nets at that night. The Heat and the Sixers shot power. The Celtics got the Cavaliers in Boston. The Knicks literally could take their fourth spot in a week or two. In a week or two, the Knicks literally could be in the fourth spot in the Eastern Conference just by the way that schedule is matching up. I think they got a chance to go there and do it, man. Real talk.
Even if you look at the games on March 1st, that Cleveland, that Cavs against the Celtics, you know what I mean?
Yes.
That could be something real special right there too, man. It's a lot of games with a lot of the Heat, the Magic, excuse me, the Phillies, the Brooklyns. There's a lot of those games that we really got to pay attention to, man. This weekend is a big weekend. This weekend could really push us up to close to 5th
or 4th,
or really solidify the 6th position by having maybe about a 2.5 game lead. This next couple of days, man, from Thursday to Monday is something incredible, man. A team can make a jump from the 6th spot almost up into the 4th spot, man. You know, it's like 4 major games with teams that are right ahead of us, only up by 1 game, 1.5 games, 2 games. You know what I mean? It's really coming. It's really, really crunch time, man. It seemed like this season went by so fast too, man. It seemed like this season just flew by, man. And with all the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys, man, we still right here trucking, man. I keep saying this, man. I'm gonna ride this all the way to the wheels fall off, man. I want the Knicks to. If the Knicks get to 50 wins, then in order for them to get 50 wins, they would have to win. What they got 30? That means they would have to win 20 games, right? No.
No, that's
No. What we had 60 games, right?
They had to go 17. Somebody said
17. Earlier. 17. Yeah, 17. Yeah.
17-5.
17-5.
Yeah,
man. Oh man.
Listen, I think the only thing standing in our way is ourselves.
Yep, that is it.
The only thing standing in the Knicks way is defensive free throw shooting. That's it. Y'all hit them free throw, the rebound, that battle. I play defense. I think we already up in there. So I think we got an 80. I was looking on one method. We got an 86% chance of the Knicks making the playoffs. 4% chance to get into the finals. 86% to get to the playoffs. We in there. That's like a 8-to-1 ratio or whatever. So I like it, man. I this team been resilient. Me and Shot Powell in the chat and everybody, we've been talking about it all year. This is a resilient basketball team. Now they got a whole week off, but you don't get a lot to do in the regular season. The bonding with the chemistry, the on-court practice. Oh my God, these Tom Thibodeau got the niggas going over stuff that he probably wanted to do all season long. Because you know when it comes to the regular season, you play one night, you get in the shoot around, then you play the game. You know, you never get that practice in. Now, what happened to the Knicks? I'm gonna tell you what the key to me. Mitchell Robinson went down at the right time. There's no right time. He got to go down. What you mean. Yeah, he got to go down and be able to be in the stretch going out into the last season, in the end of the season. Excuse me. I think that injury, I'm glad it happened then. But like that, you didn't want Mitchell Robinson to get injured right now. You know?
Right. With 20 games left.
Yeah, exactly. You're right, Adrian. We got to stop beating ourselves. That's why I said the free throw shooting and the defense. But I think we locked in, though. I think we locked in. Josh Hart acquisition was amazing. You get Josh Hart and Mitchell Robinson back going to the stretch to see the way Emmanuel quickly and Grind. I think Grind's going to be a bust-out dude, too. I think he gained a lot of confidence from that All-Star weekend. I think that really gave him a lot of confidence and also kind of lowered the temperature from around the area with us guys on the chats and the streams and everything. So I think he's going to have a big end of the season. Big time for Quentin Grind. Quentin Grind and RJ get a pop-up with Mitchell Robinson. It's game over. We definitely going to the second round.
I mean, that's all we really need to pop, really. Like RJ, I think RJ is just going to come out and he's going to get, he's going to be dedicated. He's going to be out there and he's going to make those 20 points tonight. Good, bad, or indifferent. He's going to go out there and ball out and make sure that he gets that 20 points tonight. The play that I'm hoping for, the two players actually, the Quentin Grimes and Jay Hart. those two guys, if they combine for 15 points apiece to average that shooting guard position at 30 points a night, that is going to be something terrible right there, man. Because IQ is going to come out there. IQ, I think, is averaging about 14 points this year. He's up from last year scoring 11 points. I think he's 14, maybe close to 15 points a night. He's going to get out there. He's been playing real good basketball, shooting better off the dribble and spot up shooting. I believe, and playing stellar defense. And I mean, our regular guys are just playing real good basketball, man. And this is the year that we need to see. This is the first year that Brunson gets here, and I believe he's manning that front car, man. He's in that conductor seat right now, and he's steering around the turns and straight down the thing to set the throttle a little faster for us to, and then slow the pace down a little bit too and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'm a Knicks fan, man, and I'm gonna say I'm just giddy to see this last couple of games, and I believe, like I said, we're on a 3-game winning streak, and I keep feeling those first 3 games that we have out of this break. I think we could get those 3 games, man. I think we could get Washington, man. We go halfway. We got a small New York. We got a small crew of people down there in Washington D.C. too. There's a lot of people that I know in Washington D.C. that have moved from New York that's down there that's going to go down there and represent. I believe with the Pelicans, we play the Pelicans. I think Zion is re-injured that Achilles or something with his leg or something like that. And I heard, and Ingram. I think did Ingram play the last game? I'm not sure, but I think he's hurt too. You know what I mean? So, and we those next 2 games, we already got 3 games in the bank. We get 3 more games, 6 game, and we 6 game. We win 3 games. We be 9 games over 500. Come on, man. And the one thing that I've been paying attention to, looking at a lot of teams that make it to the finals and make it into the Eastern Conference Finals and make it into the playoffs. Teams that have defense win championships. You know what I mean? Teams that have defense win championships. Majority of the teams that win the championship are teams that have very stellar defense. Absolutely. And before Mitchell Robinson went out hurt, I believe our defensive rating was a 9. Yeah. And I mean, something like a 9, something like that. We were in at least the top 10. And man, oh man, with him coming back right now and him being hungry and the rest of this team that's wanting to bite at this thing, once you get that taste, now you got all-star players. You got players that was in the all-star break. You got Julius Randle. You got Jericho Sims. You got Quentin Grimes, all in the all-star, all New York Knicks players. That means the team is doing something. That means the team is making moves. And let me tell you this, Divine. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm thinking around 15 wins. 7 losses, you know what I mean? That's what I'm hoping for. You know what I mean? But I'm hoping that with that 15 wins, these next 4 or 5 games that we coming out of this break, along with the 3 wins that we have, we going to like a 6-7 game winning streak and stuff like that. Man, this Knicks team is gonna be real tough to beat, man. You know what I mean? So we fall to one of those under 500 teams or something like that after we win 7 games in a row and then go on another 3, 4, 5 game. 3, 2, 3, 4 winning streak again, then went to another sucker duck team, and then finish out the year on a 5-game winning streak or 3 or 4 game winning streak. I'm really feeling. I mean, I'm saying all this stuff from being a Knicks fan, so I'm souped up already. You know what I mean? I want the best for the team and stuff like that, but it's possible. You know what I mean? It's not like it's way out there. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for 22 wins, but I think the Knicks can squeak away with 14, 15 of these next 22 games, man. I think they can squeak 14, 15, and they're already on a 3-game winning streak. You know what I mean? I think these next 3, 4 games right out of this break, we can capture, man.
Yeah, Shop Powell, you get the next 3 games. I'm glad you brought that up. You get the Washington Pelicans and Brooklyn game. That's in the span of from here to Monday.
Right.
Because you got a back-to-back Friday and Saturday, then you got the day off, then you got the Nets on Monday. Then obviously 2 days after that we go to Miami. So the key for the Knicks is to win these next 3 games, to get us to 36 and 27, and see what the Nets, see what Cleveland, and see what Miami do. You know what I mean? And
they're all playing each other. All of those teams are.
It's crazy. They knocking each other off. We just got to play. We got to just kind of win our games. Beat the teams we could beat. We're not going 22-0, so we're gonna lose a game, ladies and gentlemen. So even if the Knicks lose a game, much tougher than it may hurt and it may feel, it don't take us out of the 6th spot or the 7th spot. I think the New York Knicks is literally locked in that 4 or 5. A lot of procrastinators out there and people out there thinking the same thing, that they, like I say, they got an 86% chance to make the playoffs. And I think a lot of teams that's behind us, like think about it, the Hawks and the Wizards got 30 losses. We got 27. Then the Raptors got 31 losses. That's 4 games over them. Then the Bulls got 33 losses. We 5 games over them. So they're going to be, let's say if everybody in the Eastern Conference, everybody goes 500 the rest of the way, the Knicks would be in a 4th spot.
Right.
If everybody, I don't think nobody going to win 8 games in a row this at the end of the year. I just don't think it's going to be. Anybody from the Miami, below Miami, which is the Hawks, the Wizards and all them, they would have to literally go on like a 6-game winning streak to overtake a 7-game winning streak. You know what I mean? I don't think that's going to happen. With the how would I say the word I'm looking for? The parity. With the parity in the league right now, it's just so much parity. Anybody can smack anybody, and then you get like. Think about this here, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. Think about the games the Knicks lost. They shouldn't have lost. Literally shouldn't have lost. Right. The Knicks probably be in a 4th spot right now with Cleveland. We don't
at least 5th. Yeah. At least tied with Cleveland.
Yeah, we probably tied with Cleveland no more.
It's at least 7 games, man. At least 7 games.
7 games. But the free throw shooting, didn't grab a rebound at the end of the game.
Yep.
The case maybe didn't close out the game at the end of the quarter. I would take right now, if the Knicks would have lost them 2 overtime games to the West Coast teams, they'd be above the Nets. They'd be 35 and 25. Whatever. You know what I mean? So I think this team is ready to roll, man. We know you're a great show, man. We want to get in tonight and get with the family, man, and get y'all energy juices flowing for Friday. We haven't had no Knicks basketball in a long time, man. It seems like forever since the All-Star game Friday, 10 days off. But I think the Knicks probably got a lot accomplished, man. I'm salute to Julius Randle. I'm salute to Jericho Sims and salute to Quentin Grimes for representing the Orange and Blue at the All-Star game. That was a good look for the New York Knicks. That means you know they're relevant when you got people there. When you got players,
multi-players. When the last time you remember seeing the Knicks do that?
Right.
Multi-players, man.
When Julius Randle and Obi Toppin was in the All-Star game 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
With R.J. Barrett rising star. And we went to the playoffs that year. R.J. Barrett was in the 2nd year with the rising star team. If I'm not mistaken, Obi Toppin was the first dunk contest, and he won it. And Julius Randle was the first All-Star game. So we did the same thing in 2021 that we did this year. So it was good to see the orange and blue out there, man. And that tells you winning cures everything. When your team is winning, you get recognized. We winning and we got recognized. And let's hope we keep it going. And salute to the chat, man. Jarvis, everybody, David, Steven, my man, Allah, peace to the God. Everybody, Pudge, nice, everybody. Salute to the chat, Aboriginal Remy, my man. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, man. We in the building. We want to get in here tonight, get you guys animated, get you pumped, get you psyched, because Friday is going down. Knicks Real Talk game day, 6:15. We will be in the building. Let me check that to make sure that I'm on the right schedule, right timing. But we will be in the building on on Friday, excuse me. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. The game against the Wizards, we will be in the building at 5:45. Excuse me, because it's a 7:00 game. So 5:45, y'all look for that notification. Make sure y'all already hit the notification, let you know that you're in the waiting room. We're going to get it popping in there. The Knicks is back on TV. Let's go out there and get it popping. Knicks Wizards, Knicks Pelicans, Knicks Celtics, Knicks Nets, Miami Heat and the Knicks, Knicks and the Celtics, Knicks and the Hornets. Let's go get it, man. Word bone, we got to go get this thing. We right there for the taking. So I'm excited about it, man. I can't be more giddy, man. I can't be more excited about the season. I do think we be playing in the May or June. I'm booking that one. It is what it is, man. I'm excited about it, Sharp Power. But to everybody in the chat, man, we just want to get in tonight for a few, give y'all guys some of our thoughts, man, and all that good stuff. And we really get at y'all, man. Y'all lock us up and lock us in, man, for Friday. My man Frank Motto. Frank, what's good, my brother? We got a couple of minutes, man. Just let you get in here, man. We appreciate you coming in, man. I know it's better late than never. It's always good to see the South in the house, Palm Beach in the building, West Palm in the building, Frank Motto. South Power, but great show, man. I'm really looking forward to it. Last 22 games of the season, we just got to play it out, make it happen, and take it from there. And I think we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, no question, Divine. I don't even have much more to say because I'm so amped right now. Like I'm wound up. Two more sunrises and we'll be right there, man. And after tomorrow, it's just gonna be, the time's gonna go so quick, that to get to that Friday night Knicks, And I'm ready to see it, man. We need this win. All of these wins are critical wins right now. And this one coming out of the break is a critical win. We need to win this one. This win here will put us a win and a loss from Chicago. Miami. Will put us a full 2 games ahead of them and one game closer to Brooklyn. Let's get it done, man. Let's get it.
Yeah, listen, real quick, man. My man got some new music out there called Point God. My man Jay Boogie. Let's hear the brother track, man. I'm always here to support the family, man. Get them out there, man. And I'm glad to use my platform to show them some love. But here we go. We got a little thing popping up with Jay Boogie. Y'all listen to the track that we get out of here. Thank y'all for coming in tonight, man. We appreciate y'all. Hit that like and subscribe going out the door. We're going to close the show with Jay Boogie. Then we get into the Knicks Real Talk intro. You know how we get down. And we close it out. Top Howard, my brother. Appreciate you, man. And I'll talk to you on the
other side. You're ready. All right, couple of days, couple sunrises.
Yes, sir. Peace. Okay, let me get it going, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, bear with me. Jay Boogie join.
I got to skip to my loo. Don't it sound so beautiful? Yes. I'm on my Cardozo right here. Shout out to the greatest high school coach ever, Mr. Ron DeClario. This one here for all the guards from the city of New York. That's right. Ones that made it to the league, ones that didn't make it. I'm bringing back the point guards to the city where the legends are from. Right here in New York City. Right here. That playground, Rucker Park, New York City, where the handles are from. They come from New York City. That's right. Riverside Gaucho, sneakers making echoes. Sneakers making echoes. Oh no. We make music where we bouncing that ball. Don't be the one to get shook, slip down on the court and fall. We don't from your ball handles had to be thorough. I show it off for boys and girls like the Wayne Pearl. The moves and odds from the crowd mean that boy sick. I'm both handed, go left, right like Rod Strickland. I don't care about your press trap and bother me. I'm coming to America like Greg the Boom Harvey. You know me, my talent be that kid. I put subs in that Volkswagen Jetta, pull off like Kenny Smith. They drive around Park the Park for that action. Mama dead for that man. Commentating like a Mark Jackson. Tell the truth, they know I'm hard to check. And see what Kenny Anderson did to Bobby Hurley down in Georgia Tech. We're so ill on the court, they know it's scary. Even with back the Coney recruiters, step on Marbury. That's how it is in the city, they know we go hard. That in and out pull back, that's that sham guard. I'm bringing back the point guards to the city where the legends are from. Right here in New York City. That playground, Rucker Park, New York City, where the handles are from. They come from New York City. Riverside Gaucho, sneakers making echoes. Sneakers making echoes. Oh no. We make music where we bouncing that ball. Don't be the one to get your slip down on the court and fall. You want that marquee play? I bought it marquee, so let's kill the assumption. Little Rick, you know that's Jalen Brunson. They try to tell me I'm too small for the city. Tiny ultra wall with braids. That's right, I'm on my gritty. I'm making sure I bring the point guards back. You see the guards stay packed. Told Luke I ain't coming back. I'm in the city with fans. They got a lot of pride. And after games, get feedback from Wall Clyde. I call off to any phone that's in the first verse. You can't be great without making sure to research. You can't tell me I'm point guard, he ain't working. It's the basketball version before the hustle, Mr. Pee Wee Kirkland. Better known as a Gatorade player, back to back 2 times. I'm a Gatorade player. Player of the year plus a 2-time champ. Play that. Now it's on like your grandma's favorite man. I'm bringing back the point guards to the city where the legends are from. Right here in New York City. That playground, Rucker Park, New York City, where the handles are from. They come from New York City. Riverside Gaucho, sneakers making echoes. Sneakers making echoes. Oh no. We make music where we bouncing that ball. Don't be the one to get shook, slip down on the court and fall. All I hear is anybody that's in front of him. Oh, well, he don't play no D, but all he do is stick his chest out. Got the most charges in the league, huh? Jalen Brunson, that's our point guard. He brought it back to the city where the legendary point guards are from. You heard? Whoa. And shout out to the office. Shout out to Mr. Leon Rose. Shout out to Mr. Scott Perry. Shout out to Mr. Worldwide West and Mr. Allen Houston. Everybody that's involved. You heard? I'm bringing back the point guards to the city where the legends are from. Right here in New York City. That playground, Rucker Park, New York City, where the handles are from. They come from New York City. Riverside Gaucho, sneakers making echoes. Sneakers making echoes. Oh no, we make music where we bouncing that ball. Don't be the one to get shook, slip down on the court and fall. Go ahead. Snub them again. Again.
Salute, J Boogie.
Yeah, salute to my man Jay Boogie. Appreciate you, my brother, bringing us another track of yours, man. The point guards. We're gonna get out of here and we're gonna get it popping when we see you cats on a rebound Friday, man. Pre-game 5:45. Knicks will talk to Divine Shot Powers. Let's get it. Salute to the chat. That's where it's at. Hit them like a subscribe going out the door. Say no more. You know where your door. It is what it is. Let's get it popping. We're gonna get out here with the Knicks Real Talk way. Let's get it, man. Shot Powers, peace.
Yes.
Time for Divine Shot, KJ events. This real talks the brand. You understand how we do, my man. I'm on that Friday night Nick shit, dripping in Nick shit. Up in the world most famous arena. Look at click, that's the conglomerate. The Knicks Real Talk, the real prominent. I'm a bit like the Omicron variants, dominant. Paying homage to the cat in the chat. That's where it's at. Cause I'm hearing that you don't care for hyperbole, be straight facts. We interact with the mob, the gods. Up in the pod, the squad, the facade. My entourage, be on the job, my energy. Feeling tripping in 10 books. As they took my game plan, and my brand for loot and pursuit. Going hard like the New York City gritty committee. Cause that's the things we know is pretty, but we all stay giddy. But we embrace the fan base like the late Anthony Mace. We trace the logo when there's space that appear like Squarespace. Staring down on the Chase Bridge, looking at Knicks City drip. The city dashes on the court, looking pretty legit. I say true to the orange and blue. I thought you knew for him a few bars to shine like Star Divine on Mount Mars. Knicks Real Talk. Here we go, let's go.
Knicks Real Talk right here. I'm representing
Knicks Real Talk.
right here. Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
We here in the building.
Knicks Real Talk.
Let's get it.
Here we go, let's go.
Yeah, for real. Yes, sir.
Knicks Real Talk.
We here.
Here we go,
in the
let's go.
building. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah, for real. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it.